In today's video, we are going to be talking about canonical URL. This is very important when you create your listing, so please watch till the very end. Beautiful morning. It is 8:08 a.m. We are here hustling at my co-working space. Yeah. Hey everyone, so welcome to another dailyRish video. If you have been following this series, you are very well aware that I'm basically uploading my daily progress in building my brand outside of Amazon. Okay, that is the goal with this next brand, because Amazon has been a pain in the ass, and it is a troublemaker when it comes to like listing your products and all of the rules that they have. So they keep changing the rules, they keep changing the game every day. So it's very important that you build the brand outside of Amazon. If you want to be updated about how do I do it every day, subscribe to the channel and like this video, and also join the Republic of Sellers group, because that is where I'm active daily. Like I am active over there daily. You can kind of follow me and shadow me with everything that I do, and you will also be able to kind of understand how do you build a brand outside of Amazon. Now, let's get started, and let's talk about a very important aspect which people don't really talk about. I haven't seen any videos on this topic on YouTube. So let's get into this and let me tell you what exactly is canonical URL. Alright, yeah. So forgive me for the setup, because this is the way I can kind of make these videos quickly. So I'm not really thinking about how do I set myself up and everything. Let's just get into the topic. Alright, so what is canonical URL? So basically this URL that you see on Amazon, okay, you see a bunch of keywords which follows Amazon.com, like their pins on, signature, cotton, heavyweight, flannel. Okay, so those keywords that you see over here which build this URL, which is the landing page of that product on Amazon, that is what canonical URL is. Now, it is extremely important that you are aware about what your canonical URL looks like for your product, and I will tell you exactly why is that important. Alright, so if you look at the screen, you must notice that I have basically went ahead on Google and searched for pins on, cotton, heavyweight, flannel. Okay, when I search for that particular phrase on Google, this Amazon URL or this Amazon product pops up at the very top as the organic search result. Okay, now that is what is very important. Okay, that is how you kind of get yourself indexed on Amazon. The way Google. The way Google works is that it is going to kind of crawl through the entire internet and find the relevant pages on the internet for the customer's search term. I hope you're aware about that. So if your product on Amazon has a relevant set of keywords on its URL, then your product can also kind of get indexed on Google, and you can start getting traffic from Google. So it is important that you think about this from the very beginning, because I don't really see a lot of people talking about this and the importance of this particular URL, but it is absolutely critical, and I think I talked about this in the group very recently. So what do you do and how do you kind of make this URL? Before we get that, yes, I want to stress on this aspect once again. This is extremely important for you to get organic traffic. Now, if you see this particular window, I am in the incognito mode, and I've basically set my search result settings to United States, and I've searched for the keyword heavyweight flannel sheets on Google right here. Heavyweight flannel sheets, that's what it says. So when I search that, now over here, as you can imagine, that as you can see, I'm not using the brand word pins on, okay, or anything else. This is an incognito window. I'm just searching for a product as a common user, as a common customer on Google, and I'm searching for heavyweight flannel sheets because I want to be looking for it. I want to purchase that product. So when I do that, you can clearly see that the first URL that pops up, and this is not from my search history because this is incognito mode, the first URL that pops up is pins on, signature, cotton, heavyweight, velvet flannel sheet set. Okay, and that is a URL on Amazon. So therefore, which this means this particular product certainly gets a lot of organic traffic directly from Google without having without even spending any money. I mean, this is an organic result. That particular brand is not spending any money to get customers and traffic onto their listing from Google, which is absolutely interesting and amazing. But it would not happen if they did not have these keywords in their URL. So how the heck do we do that? Okay, so when you're creating your product listing on Amazon, this is what you see, right? This is the first tab which says vital info, and when you're creating your product listing on Amazon, this is exactly the fields that you will see. So it says product ID, minimum manufacturing and age and everything. So this is the screen that you'll see, and in the field which says product name, this is where you want to be very thoughtful. And now the critical point to remember over here is that Amazon would create your canonical URL the very first time you create your listing. Okay, now they are not going to change the canonical URL if you keep updating your title of the product. Okay, if you update your title of the product, the canonical URL does not change automatically. I want you to remember that. So that is why when you create your listing for the very first time, at least with the title, you can forget about product images, you can forget about the bullet points, you can forget about the description, you can forget about everything else, but the title is very important. You have to be very thoughtful of the way you write your title. Okay, that is the only thing that you need to kind of consider when you're creating your listing on the very first day, and you don't like you're not even sure about launching that product or everything, but you still have to be very thoughtful about the title, because based on the words that you put in here, right, based on the words that you put in here, your canonical URL will be generated, because as soon as you hit save right here on this page, after you fill in the information, that is the very first time that Amazon is going to save your listing and create a web page for your listing. Okay, so that is the moment when the canonical URL is created for the very first time for your product. So if, for example, the product that we were looking at on Google, if they did not have these keywords, heavyweight flannel sheets, okay, they don't need to be in the same sequence, but it does help. And I believe the canonical URL is created by picking up the keywords in a sequence. So if they did not have this phrase heavyweight flannel sheets in their product name when they created the listing for the very first time, they would not be ranking on Google. Okay, that is the absolute secret and the important information bit that I want to kind of convey through this video to you guys. Okay, but now you might ask me that, hey Rish, I've already created my listing, my canonical URL doesn't really make a lot of sense, can I change it? Yes, you can change it, but you will have to reach out to Seller Central support or seller support and basically request them to change it as per your latest like title, or as per your requirement. So if you already have a product on Amazon and if it doesn't really have a decent canonical URL, what you need to do now is fix your title. And if you're satisfied with your title, and if your title is optimized for indexing on Google and on Amazon as a whole, then just reach out to seller support and request them to update the canonical URL, because it might not be what you expect. Okay, that is how you get your canonical URL done, and this is what I meant when I talked about canonical URL very recently in the group. Alright, that is it.
Alright folks, so I hope that video was useful. I hope you have figured out what does canonical URL mean and how can it help you grow your business and get a lot of free traffic on your listing. Okay, so that is absolutely important. I hope this was useful. Please share this video, because this is the kind of information that is not available on YouTube in abundance. So I want you all to share this video and subscribe to the channel, like this video, and I will see you in the next video. dailyRish 15. I believe this is 15. I will see you in the 16th video. Alright then, keep crushing it, and I will see you tomorrow.